Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Film Club, the club where we just talk about films that we've been recently watching. Let me know in the comments any films that you've been watching recently, what you've been enjoying. Guy Ritchie is a very interesting director to me. I think he's had some hits, he's had some misses, but when he hits, he really hits, like The Gentleman. What an absolutely brilliant film. I love that film. There's so many just like iconic scenes from that film. And so when I saw the trailer for Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, I was really excited. You take a director like Guy Ritchie and put him with an actor like Jake Gyllenhaal and how can it fail? I love Jake Gyllenhaal. I've just loved all of his films. He is one of easily my top actors of all time. I love everything that he does. And I've got to say, this film really surprised me. It was better than I thought it was. There are a few little hindrances in the film and things that I might change, things that I didn't really love about it. But overall as a film, it was a good watch. And when this film is good, it is really good. So this is a film set in the Afghanistan war, and we follow a group of people whose job it is to go around and look for ammunition or bombs or anything like that people in Afghanistan are hiding. And there's an interesting dynamic because they have to have an interpreter with them, which is someone who is from Afghanistan, and so people from Afghanistan see them as traitors essentially. The film starts and puts you literally straight into the action. There is no babysitting or waiting around in this film. It puts you straight into a very tense situation. It throws you into the deep end. And that part about it I love, but I wish it slowed down a bit after that. After they lose their first interpreter and we go sort of around trying to connect with all the people of this squad and just seeing them sort of interact, I wish that the pace had been a little bit slower there, because I wanted to feel connected to these characters. And apart from Jake Gyllenhaal's character and maybe the character of Ahmed, I didn't massively feel connected to the rest of the squad. And so when they eventually all die, it was just sort of a bit like, okay. I thought that they were trying to make you feel connected by adding family into Jake Gyllenhaal's story and all this, but I just think it was way too quick and way too fast paced to allow any emotional connection to actually develop for any of these characters. The tension though of these scenes are brilliant. The scene on the road where they're not sure whether to take which route, they think it might be a trap. The tension of just all scenes like this in this film are brilliant. The action scene later on when they get ambushed and when the whole squad essentially gets wiped out is like, Jesus Christ, oh my god. The brutality of it they did not shy away from at all, which I'm kind of glad. The whole choreography of just like where the people are coming from and the action in it, it was beautifully shot as well. More so the tension is just what shone through for me. It was a highlight in this film. Following on from that, them running away and then the capture and then twist that Ahmed's here to save the day. I thought that was brilliant, and then seeing his journey trying to drag him along the desert, and like I said, the tension is just brilliantly done. It was so well done in this film. When Jake Gyllenhaal looks up and sees the two Afghan people on the hill, and he's like holding his gun and they're looking at him and they're holding their gun and you don't know who's... Scenes like that are brilliant, and that's really what shines through for me in this film. I love the story of John, Jake Gyllenhaal's character, going back into the country to try and find him and save him and bring him back out. And the last fight scene, I don't like using the word fight scene in like war films because this is real life, but it is a fight scene at the end of the day. That was really brilliantly done, except, and this is my one sort of gripe with this film, the CG really lets it down. I don't... The gunner plane when it comes flying in just looks awful. A lot of the explosions during this scene as well just look fake, and it just really pulls me out of the film. It makes me realise, oh, I'm watching a film, this is CG, and I don't want to feel that. I don't want to notice that it's CG. I just want to watch it and be like, whoa, cool explosion. But that is my biggest issue with this film, the CG. Where it uses CG, which it doesn't often, so it's okay, but where it does, it fails completely. The CG scenes look flat, they look fake, it doesn't look right. Regardless, the storyline and the ending, and seeing that this is still an issue going on now, this is still something prevalent in today's world, is crazy. And to be honest, it's something that you don't get a lot with war films, because you see a lot of like World War I, World War II, where it's all done, it's in the past. But this is present, this is happening now, and it's an issue that's still occurring today. And to have a movie that's so nicely written is just great to showcase this issue, and hopefully it brings some light to this issue that people weren't aware. I wasn't aware. I didn't know that there was a thing that the American soldiers got interpreters from Afghanistan, and they're essentially putting their lives at risk, but they have to get the reward of going to America. It's brutal, it's gritty. Jake Gyllenhaal does an absolutely brilliant performance. I thought he was just outstanding. I think he fits the role absolutely brilliantly. Anthony Starr as well, I absolutely love him from The Boys, and I thought I would love to see Anthony Starr in like a war film as the main character. I thought he just absolutely embodied it, fit it perfectly. Brilliant casting on that part. And Dar Salam, the actor for Ahmed as well, did a really emotionally brilliant performance, and I thought he was great. He showed everything in his face. When he had like his face covered, you could still sort of tell what was going through his mind, and they all just brought the tension. That was what this film is. It's tension, it's good. I would recommend it. It's on Prime. And yeah, that is all from me. That is all from the Film Club. If you have enjoyed, please just consider subscribing. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is just sick. Thank you very much for that. This is literally just a passion project for me, so to get any support is just it means a lot to me. But anyway, I'll see you next time on the Film Club.